Hello and good evening. I am Marco Lucena and I'm part of the Miracle Leap team. We are a group of financial literacy advocates and we provide free webinar on personal money management. And tonight, I'm going to share with you how to delay the third type of debt. So you might be wondering, ano ba yung third type of debt na yan? Let me start with this question. Did you know that there are three other debts when a person dies? When a person dies, these are the three other deaths. Death of a husband or a wife if that person is married. Second, death of a father or a mother if that person has a child. And lastly, death of an income if that person is the breadwinner. Before I proceed, I would like to share with you the four types of families. There are four types of families in the world. One is a family that lives a life of luxury. Second is a family that lives a life of comfort. Third is a family that lives a life of poverty. And fourth is a family that lives a life of charity. I hope, my dear viewers, your family is currently at a comfortable level. Imagine your family is like this ball. Currently, it is at this comfortable level. And you know why it's a comfortable level? Because there is a man at work. And this man at work has income, which sustains your family to live a comfortable life. But what would happen to your family if that man at work or that income is taken out of the picture? By law of gravity, obviously, this ball could only go down to either a life of poverty or a life of charity. When does a man lose income? First is debt, which I have already mentioned at the start of this presentation. Second is sad events. These sad events are sickness, accident, and disability. But for sad events, I would like to focus only on critical illness. Because with critical illness, you don't just lose income. You could also lose savings, investments, and property. You know why? If you look at this picture, look at the different critical illnesses: cancer, heart attack, stroke, kidney diseases, diabetes. They're all in the range of almost millions. Your company medical benefit can only cover, on the average, 150,000. So 150,000 versus million. It's not enough. Let's talk about PhilHealth, which is currently in the news today. PhilHealth can only cover you on the average up to 10,000 pesos. PhilHealth might not be sustainable in the future because the population grows and expenses keep growing at the rate of 8%. So where do we get the shortfall or the gap to cover for these health expenses? Based on studies, 95% of those who get sick sacrifice their savings. They get their payment for this hospitalization out of their own pocket. And if the savings is depleted, they will now borrow from their relatives. If you look at this picture, the person is already sick, paying for the hospital expenses, and he is not earning income. So where do you get the funds? The family is already tired of taking care of you. And they will also have to borrow from your family members, from friends, from neighbors. And if that's not even enough, they will go to local government, line up to the SWD or to PCSO, hoping that they will get some kind of funds or assistance from these government agencies. You do not want that to happen to your family, right? So the question to what will happen to your family if the man at work or the income is taken out of the picture is that your family could go down to the level of poverty or at worst, level of charity. You do not want that, do you? But what if I can tell you, what if we can delay this debt or loss of income so your family would not go down to that level of poverty or charity and give them time to financially recover? Would you be interested? There is something called money at work. When the man at work or the income is gone, the money at work can take over to stop the sudden financial loss or the sudden financial impact of the man at work or the income to your family. However, you can only create this money at work now, not later, because in order for you to create this money at work, there should be man at work. And we can teach you how. Reach out to us or comment so we can help you out. So now, my dear audience, my challenge to you is, do you want your family to go down to the poverty level or at worst to the charity level nang namamalimos na sila or nangihingi na sila because you were taken out of the picture? Or you can do what it takes to delay the death of that income and give time for your family to recover from that loss of income? The answer, my dear viewers, is in your hands. And this is something to think about. Death and illness are inevitable. Hindi natin mapipigilan yan. But the death of income can be delayed. And we can help you with that. Thank you and good evening.